All right, we are going on our first adventure with the Highfield.
If you missed last week, we bought this rib, a rigid inflatable boat, which will serve as our dinghy once we buy our sailboat later this year.
Everything is stowed, ready to go. Lexi's ready to go, but she's not going to go on the boat with us. She's just coming with us. Yep. Okay, be a good girl. Let's hit the road. The kids have a early dismissal today from school. Today's Friday, but Martin Luther King Day is on Monday. Anyway, so they're getting out early, so we are heading to go pick them up, and we're leaving straight from the school, and we're going to head south. We got a couple of hurdles that we've got to get done. In other words, we're in Myrtle Beach area. About 2.5 hours south is Charleston, and Charleston is where you go to get a boat registry. And we've been waiting for the title, bill of sale,
MSO.
MSO, all of that stuff to come from the dealership that we bought this dinghy from. They claim they mailed it to us, but we've never received it. So they went out of their way. They overnighted us the materials that we would need, repeat bill of sales, that kind of stuff. And we've got to stop on our way down to get this thing registered, because we sure don't want to be non-compliant with DNR rules. So anyway, that's what we got to do, and we are heading out.
Oh yeah, where are we going? We're going to Rainbow River in Dunnella, Florida. Rainbow River is one of Florida's hidden gems. Let me show you why. More about that in a moment. Welcome to our channel. Here's our story.
We were an average family, struggling with debt and yearning for freedom and adventure. Now we live full-time in our RV, and we share our adventures with the world. We've got a big dream of purchasing a liveaboard sailboat and expanding our adventures to the water. Welcome to our channel, Salty Escape.
Let's change our story, let's change our life. We'll do it our way, our own design.
It's not that late. It's only like 11ish. But Becky drove the whole way.
The whole way, like always.
So we've made it. We are Crystal River, Florida. And the kids are already up in the room. They've got really nice parking here for boats. Over here, there's a guy with a pontoon. So we're taking advantage of the spot, even though we have a little teeny tiny little boat. And we are heading in. I'll see you guys in the morning.
Lock it up, babe.
Good morning, guys. This is our hotel room. We are waking up in, where is this? Crystal River?
No, we're in Dunnella.
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 Dunnella. I don't know. Florida. Anyway, we are getting ready to take our dinghy out. We are going to go down Rainbow River. So if you don't know about Rainbow River is a geological marvel. At just over 5 miles long, the river is fed by multiple freshwater springs that produce between 400 and 600 million gallons of water daily. For much of history, these crystal blue waters were believed to have healing properties. Let me show you our room. We are not professional travelers. It's chaos. It's chaos all the time. It's a mess. We got stuff everywhere. We got stuff. Anyway, you might be wondering why we've got a knife and a cutting board. Well, because I've got I've got allergies to a lot of foods. I talked a little bit about that on Facebook. Anyway, yeah, I can't have most foods. Just have to prepare most of our own foods. So we baked some bread before we left, and that's to slice it. Anyway, got our coffee press. We've got our coffee here. Becky is getting ready to boil some water. That's going to take a little while to boil. Anyway, we got some really cool canteens. Rainbow River is a very protected area, and you're not allowed to bring anything in that could be considered litter, disposable, anything like that. So we have We have this giant, almost like 1 gallon, I think it's a gallon, double insulated, not Yeti, it's a Yeti generic. And then we have 2 of these. Basically, we're going to bring some hot chocolate and some coffee, because although it's supposed to be 80 degrees, the river is fed by several springs, and the springs are a constant 72 degrees, and so that means the water is going to be 72 degrees-ish. It's January, so possibly a little cooler, and we have wetsuits and all, but we want to have some hot fluids to warm up. So, hot chocolate and coffee. We are all set, ready to go. Boat's prepped, basically all unhooked. We got our dock lines on. Just waiting for some space out here because there's a tiny little dock, and right now the last 2 people to launch their boat are tied up to it. So we're gonna wait for one of them to move, and it's okay because I've got no one's behind me in line. So we're okay. Let's walk over here and take a look. Beautiful here. Isn't this pretty, guys?
Daddy, is Rainbow River water like clear, like the Bahama water?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Alright, I think we'll be ready. Manatee area.
We have entered Rainbow River, right, guys?
Yeah. Can we go to like the... Yeah, we're going up, buddy.
I don't know if you guys can see, but the water has all of a sudden become clear, and that's because it's spring fed. And when the sun hits right, you can see straight down to the bottom.
Yep.
And we just saw a sign that says that this is a manatee area, although I don't know how likely it is to see manatee in here, but if we do, we're very excited about it.
Oh, what was that?
Something very big
Came
just...
up, a big fish. I can't see it. Yeah. Watch for manatee noses, guys. This is a manatee. Is that a manatee? What is that? A big stick.
And just as we were getting ready to enter the water, we were greeted by a river otter.
Oh, how cute is he? Those things attack us? I don't know, baby. Yeah, probably down in. Yeah. Oh, look at him. He's eating. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, how adorable.
That's cool. I want to get you.
I love otters.
I'm gonna get you.
too much. I'm sorry. Apparently I weigh too much. I get up front and now she's wet. I thought it was nice up there. I wanted to sit up there, but no. I weigh